Is it recording? I think it is. What's up, guys? I'm back. Today we have an uncut LeetCode problem video where I walk you guys through the problem from beginning to end. The purpose of this is to show my thinking process, some of the mistakes I made so you guys learn from it, I learn from it, some of the techniques I use so I work on it better, and you guys hopefully can learn from that, and to just walk you guys through my entire thinking process from beginning of the question, from reading the question all the way to developing the entire answer. So I hope you guys enjoyed. There's a little bit of interruptions here and there. Hopefully that won't be there in the future, but I wanted to keep this video uncut and without any edits. I might cut out some parts, but for the most part it's fully uncut. With each of these videos I'll also have a fully edited video, a nice solution walkthrough, which is gonna be around 10-12 minutes long, no more than that. And I'll probably link that in the description below. So enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff I'm supposed to tell you to do. Yeah. 2, 1, it's working. Okay, so we're gonna do this problem. It's gonna record me from beginning to end and just see how I walk through it. So given an array of integers, nums, and integer, I kind of read it once already really quickly. So just putting it out there. Again, given an array of integers, nums, and an integer threshold, we will choose a positive integer divisor and divide all the array by it. So, okay, and sum the results of the division. Find the smallest divisor such that the result mentioned above is less than or equal to the threshold. Each result of division is rounded to the nearest integer greater than or equal to that element. For example, 7 divided by 3 is equal to 3. Okay, so instead of rounding down, we're rounding up. So 7 divided by 3 is 3, 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, makes sense. It is guaranteed that there will be an answer. So we're going to array of integers nums, a threshold, positive integer, divide all the array. Okay, so each element in the array and then sum that up. So we have 1, 2, 5, and 9. The output is 5. So 1 divided by 5 would be 1. 2 divided by 5 would be, well, normally 0. Okay, so 2 divided by 5 would be 1 as well. Okay, we're not outputting the divisor. We are outputting the divisor. So the output is 5. Oh, we are putting the divisor. Okay, yeah. So the divisor is 5. The sum will be 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2. Okay, awesome. 2 divided by 3 will be 2, 1. So 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 8 plus 4, 12, I messed it up somewhere. 1, 1, 2, so 4, 7. Okay, 7, and then another 4, 11. Okay, and this is threshold is 5. Okay. Okay, so let me think a little bit. Okay, so we had a real large number. Like if our divisor was 100, then. So let's use example 1, 2, 5, 9. And I need to somehow get 5 from it. Okay. Hello, Hamza. So let's say my divisor was 100. Okay? If my divisor was 100, that would work. Because each one would basically end up being 0. I mean 1, right? Okay, so that makes sense. So we could basically never get 0. Each one will always be a minimum of 1. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. So each division will always be a minimum of 1, just to keep in mind. So 1 divided by 100 is 1, 1, 1, 1, and we'd get 4. It's below our threshold, but our divisor is huge, it's 100. So we want to make it smaller. Okay. So what if we start off with a very small divisor, let's say 1, and just keep going up. So 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then, you know, keep testing. And what would be the last one? When would we stop? Well, obviously when we exceed it, but I think we can even stop at 9, right? Because 9 would be the max, and then that means each one would be the minimum of 1. So we'd stop when we could get that minimum of 1, and that would be at 9. So maybe we can start from 9 and start working downwards, or maybe we can even do some kind of binary search between 1 and 9 and try to, you know, get as close to that number as possible. That's what I'm thinking so far. That's what I'm thinking in my head. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, back. So that's our range of numbers. That makes sense. So our minimum would be the smallest number? No. Okay. The minimum would stay at 1. Yes. Because, so what I'm thinking is, can we get a minimum that's greater than 1, or do we have to always start at 1? Thinking the minimum would always start at 1, because the threshold could always be huge. Yeah, could always be huge, and it could be crazy big. And so the output would have to be the smallest number. But also, so we know there are 4 elements in here, and that means the minimum threshold we can ever achieve is always going to be 4. That's another thing to keep in mind. Okay, so minimum threshold is always length of the array. Okay, that's another observation. Okay, hopefully maybe that helps later on. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so let's start testing with 1. So we'll do 1 divided by 1 will be 1. Yes. 2 divided by 1 will be 2. 5 divided by 1 will be 5. And 9 divided by 1 would be 9. And so that number would basically end up being 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 9, 8, 9 plus 8 is 17. Okay. That's obviously not below our threshold. So let's just keep raising it. So I guess we raise it, we go to 2, we go to 3, we go to 4, we go to 5. Eventually, let's just say, let's skip all the way up to 4. So I get 1 divided by 4 would be 1, right? 2 divided by 4 would be 1 again. 5 divided by 4 would be 2. 9 divided by 4 would be 3. 2, round up, yes. So we have 1 plus 1, 2, 4, 3, 7. Okay, still not below our threshold. So let's do 5. So we get 1 divided by 5 is 1. 2 divided by 5 is 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 9 divided by 5 is 2. And then we'd end up getting 5. So that's below our threshold. And so finally, we hit a number that is below our threshold. So we can quickly just get the answer, 5. I don't think that's the most efficient way to do it. I'm sure we can get below that. What time are we at? So 7:40, okay. It's not bad. I think we get below that because right now it would basically be what? O of, I don't know, the max of array time, because that's how many iterations we have to go through, because max could end up being just 9, right? But let's see. Maybe we could use some kind of binary search. Let's work on the idea that I had earlier. So let's say, okay, so our minimum is 1, maximum is 9. Or mid would therefore be 5. Okay, so let's start with 5. Okay, that works right away. Because we know we're gonna get the answer at 5. How would we know that's the answer? Okay, so let's just do it actually. So I do the same thing here, and basically I get 4, and I'd see that that would be below my threshold. And so now would I need to go up or would I need to go down? Let's see. if I make the mid now at 6, that would make my number smaller, of course, right? And I need the smallest divisor. Okay, so we know 5 works. Let's see if we can go even smaller. That's what we're going to do, right? Because we're always trying to get a better answer. So we have to see if we can go smaller. So I'd move my high end to the mid and work from there. We got the answer, so I don't want to move. But maybe I still have to do that. Okay, yeah, of course. So we'll move mid. Sorry, move high to mid, and we'll basically get 1, 5, mid, 5 plus 1, 6, 3. Okay. 1 divided by 3 is 1. 1 divided by, sorry, 2 divided by 3, 1. 5 divided by 3, 2. 9 divided by 3, and 3. And that would be 7. 7 is obviously above our threshold. So if it's above our threshold, that means we need to increase our mid, right? We need to increase the divisor. So we move our low to mid. So our low 1, our mid is 3. We'll use 3 and 5. Mid will be 4. 1 divided by 4, we'll get this answer. 7, we'll see is still above. Once again, I'll move my mid up there. So 4, 5. At that point, do I stop? No, let's just do one more round, okay? So 5 plus 4 would be 9. I'm trying to think, because we're obviously going to be doing this in a while loop, like you would do most binary searches. But I'm trying to just contemplate in my head what would be the breaking condition. But anyway, so for 9 divided by 2 would be 4. So let's just try 4. But we already tried 4, so that makes no sense. You don't want to repeat what you're trying. I have to move to mid plus 1? No. Okay. I think when we move that lower end upwards, we have to move to mid plus 1 instead of sending to mid directly. But what if that mid is the answer? You know what? Let's make that our breaking condition, because we already tried both. Just for now, and then I'll worry about that later. So 4 plus 5, and we'd see that if the mid, if my low and my high are just one piece apart, I'll say I tried them both, okay? And I'll try them both, and whichever one is below the threshold, right? Whichever one has the smaller number, whichever one works, and if they both work, then whichever one has the smallest device. So, okay, so now let's just start coding it. Okay, so we'll make our max, and so I guess this hasn't been put to use yet. I think we can somehow use this. Maybe we can kind of add all the numbers up. See if we can start from there. I'm not gonna worry about optimizing it that much ahead. So I'll start with my high. My high will be, okay, let's just grab my high. 1 times 0, I is less than nums dot length, I plus plus. I is equal to max dot max, and nums I. Okay, so I min to be. Is this sorted? 1, yeah, of course, 1. Okay, min is 1.
Minus 1 while low is less than high. Let's just do while low is less than high minus 1, and no, we're not doing this. If high is less than, sorry about that, if num's high is greater than high, we'll say high. So I want that to be the index. It's not the index. It'll still be n log n. Yeah, okay. That is actually fine. While low is less than high, minus 1. Okay, great. What we're going to do is we are going to grab the mid. Low plus, what's up? High minus low divided by 2. Now what am I doing? Sorry. So we have high plus low minus 2, and then that's our mid. Let's check our mid. 4 into I equals 0. I is less than nums at length. I plus plus, and sum equals 0. Sum plus equals math.ceil nums I divided by nums I divided by the mid, yes, but I'm at the mid, and sum plus equals math.ceil nums I divided by mid. How much time we got? We got 10 minutes. Try to keep this under 30. This is taking too long. Anyways, divided by 1 by 9, 1 by 4, 1 by 5. Okay, so if my sum is below my threshold, then okay, sum is below my threshold, and okay, now if sum, then we're good. Okay, let's just say it's not. Okay, let's say it's not below my threshold. If it's not below my threshold, then I need to make the divisor bigger, right? So what I'll do is I'll make my low equals mid. Mid, if it is good enough, let's just try to get a smaller number. And we'll say high is equal to mid. Okay, keep it like that. So that'll keep going. So at this point, we'll know low and high are two different pieces apart. So if low is equal to high minus 1, so I'll know they were just 1 apart. Else that means the rate was length 1. It's fine. Low is equal to high minus 1. We'll check. It's a really bad way to do it. I'll clean it up after a bit. Sum 1, sum 1, sum 2, sum 2. Say low. I'll say high. If someone is below threshold, and Someone threshold and some 2 is not below threshold. Sorry. We should do it like this. But since it's guaranteed to be answered, I can do this. If someone is greater than threshold, return low. If some 2 is greater than threshold, return high. Plus means are both good. So return math. Min, low, high. Return -1. I think I'm going to hit that. Code. Whoa, a lot of errors. What did I do wrong? What? Oh, this is all outside. This is all outside. Not good. My bad. Anyways. Low is equal to high plus 1. Ah. That's what you want to do. Nah. Let me see. While low is less than high plus 1, into mid is equal to high plus low divided by 2. Did I do that right? Yeah, that's right. 0. Mid. Less than threshold. If the sum is less than the threshold, let's try to get an even smaller divisor. Yeah. Sum is greater than. Oh, this might be sum is less than or equal to. Okay. Else, if my sum is greater than my threshold, what's my sum? I don't know. Okay, fill this problem. I'm complete loss. Another second. Someone is greater than threshold, then you just want to try them. You both meet threshold. This is fine. Because obviously you're returning either 2 or 3. Something was wrong here. Sum is 0. That was 1. My algorithm off. I turn it off. I don't need it. Just turn it off. I don't need it. So 9 plus 1 is 10. 5, we tried 5. 5 works. So 5 works. We'll keep 5 it. Okay, let me just make sure I'm getting my first one high right. Okay, after. You know what? Let me see each other. Oh! That's wrong. Sum is less than or equal to my threshold? That worked, right? This is wrong. 100%. I'm making some really bad mistakes. Hold on here. It's 5. Sum is 2. Why is my sum 2? Oh my god. 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 Okay. That is a lot better. Anyways, let's see now. Now it's wrong. Same thing. Come on. Times 1.0 times 1.0. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm thinking to myself, like, what's going on? Okay. That worked, I guess. Algorithm was n log n. Not so good. This can be cleaned up, I'm pretty sure. If I think about it a little more, I can clean this up so I can just do one check at the end. Like return it right away. Yeah. Let's see what they have. Yeah, they have binding research, yeah, but let's see what this guy. E215. See? 100%. There was sum is greater than threshold, left is equal to n plus 1. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking originally. Shut up. But I was just worried I would miss a case somewhere here and there. You know, I'm trying to practice doing these under time, so I don't, you know, with all that pressure, you know, you don't really want to think about it too much. I think this looks ugly. I don't know if someone would accept this. Let's do it. So if this, you put this, and you just return low, I guess. Should work. Yeah, see? That should work. So get rid of this. How do you find a max in n log m? Yeah, n log m, not n log n. Yes, n log m, because it's n for the number of items in the array, and then m meaning the maximum, the largest item in the array, the maximum item in the array. That makes a lot of sense. But why is he not getting the max? Is there sorted? Is his starting the threshold? You end at the threshold? Is that what it is?
He's doing something, I don't know, but you do not need to do that. Dumb as I know. One times 10 to the 6th. But why are you guys starting at that? I guess. Yeah, you don't really need to start at that max. No. Oh. Stefan, guys, as usual. Pretty cool. Nice little answers. Maybe mine's slower because I'm grabbing the max. Asymptotically, it's still the same. What is it? Same complexity, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Let's see how that works. Okay, and let's do one last thing. Let's see how fast other people's answers are. Oh, I'm back. Whoa! 5 seconds. Doing the same thing. Maybe this. I was gonna write my mid like this originally. If you're writing, when you're doing binary searches, doing your mids like this, calculating the mid like this is good because it prevents integer overflow. What's up? Oh, sorry. 1 second. But okay, it's the exact same thing I did. I don't know why I just talked fast. Hey. Okay, who knows? Anyways, that's it for today. See you guys. Hopefully this was a good. 1 second, officer. I will put the stroller. Can you give me 1 minute? Okay, thank you. Anyways, I hope you guys kind of got a little bit of the thought process that goes into solving some of these LeetCode questions. I know a lot of times people, which I'm also going to do, of course, because they're quick, they're really insightful. But a lot of times people just they study the solution beforehand. They were obviously working on their own time, which is also good. And then they just write out the 10-minute answer right away. But I wanted to kind of walk through my process on this. This is honestly the first time I've actually recorded myself in a long, not I haven't recorded myself, but the first time I actually timed myself and tried to just condense it. Even though I had a lot of interruptions back and forth. I think I finished around 5 minutes ago. 25. There was also some interruptions. Probably a little over 20 minutes what it took me in total. So I think that's pretty good. And I'll see you guys next time. Yup.